This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. We all hear that too much salt is bad for us, but it's not always the potato chips or the salt shaker's fault. Today we have Dr. Justin Puckett from Complete Family Medicine here this morning to share with us the salty 6 hidden places we encounter salt in our diet. Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing well. Good morning.
So first of all, how can we monitor our salt intake?
Well, the most important way is just to watch what you're eating. And so looking at those labels, looking for the sodium line, and it'll tell you the number of milligrams there. Where we really have trouble is whenever we're eating out, because at restaurants, we've talked about it a dozen times, that it's difficult to know what's in there. And so asking those restaurateurs to help us with knowing how much salt is in there is an important way to kind of keep an eye on that with some of your favorite recurring dishes. All
right, so let's talk about salt. How much should we get in a day?
Well, it depends on who you ask, but most of us should have less than 2,300 milligrams in a day. If you're over the age 50, got any other major health problem, you really should cut it back to 1,500 milligrams a day. And the American Heart Association recommends that all of us have 1,500 or less milligrams of salt. That's about 2/3 of a teaspoon of salt in a day's time.
Wow. So, right now we're showing video of fast food restaurants, and when you think of salt, we definitely think of potato chips, we think of the salt shaker, but we also think of French fries. But you're actually saying that there's 6 other foods that we might eat every single day and not realize how much salt intake they actually have. So let's go ahead and break those down. What are the salty 6 that we need to watch out for?
Well, these are the places that hidden salt are often found. The first one is breads. And so there's quite a bit of breads and quite a bit of salt in breads and rolls. And so, it's only a couple hundred milligrams of salt, but whenever you have a piece of toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, a roll for dinner, it can really add up and you can hit your daily limit there. Second is cold cuts or cured meats. Salt is a great preservative, and so in one serving of lunch meat, you can often have a day's allowance of sodium.
Wow.
Pizza is another source of hidden salt, mostly with the cheese and the sauces, and about 630 milligrams of salt in an average slice of pizza. So 2 slices of pizza, boom, there's your daily allowance. Fourth is poultry. Poultry is stored in a solution of salt, and so that salt solution gets soaked into the chicken or the turkey meat, and so we can add it that way. And we think we're eating a pure piece of meat, but protein, but there's actually salt there. Fifth being soup. As it gets colder, we're going to be eating a lot more soup. I really encourage folks to make their own soup at home, because preserved soups at the store come with an enormous amount of salt. 1 can of chicken noodle soup, more than a daily allowance of your sodium. And then last, sandwiches, because it makes sense. If you put together some bread and some meat, you're going to... But really, the other places, you add on things like ketchup and mustard, and now 1 small sandwich, you're well over your daily allowance.
Wow, and this is obviously stuff that we don't even think about on a regular... I mean, I love bread and rolls. I love eating sandwiches. Pizza, every Saturday is pizza night for me. So what you're saying is we definitely need to watch what we're eating, because even though we're not using the salt shaker to put, salt on our dish, whether it's our mashed potatoes or whatever, there's actually salt intake in all of these.
Yeah, so if you think about something having salt in it, you really should avoid that, because it's all the hidden places. You can get more than you need just from the hidden places.
Yeah. So how are we supposed to monitor our salt intake, is what I'm trying to say. So like you said, look at the food label.
So look at the food label. When you're buying things at the store, get the low sodium, get the heart healthy. There also are salt substitutes. So there's an accent salt substitute, which has got some salt in it, but then it's got other non-salt spices to help kind of give that flavor and kind of water out the salt that you're using. We use a new salt at our house, and it doesn't have sodium. It's made with a potassium, so you need to check and make sure that you can have some extra potassium with your doctor, but it's a very small amount of potassium. That's got a much more, little bit of a kick to it, and at first it took a little bit to get used to, but now if I have popcorn with regular salt, it doesn't taste right. I want it with my salt substitute. And you can cook with that, you can do everything with it.
What about sea salt?
Sea salt is salt.
Okay.
It's like, it's kind of a marketing thing that it's more natural and
Right.
it's large grain or large molecule, granule. And so, but really, sea salt is salt.
And not good.
Not good.
All right. Well, thank you so much. What we'll do is we'll post all of this on our website at heartlandconnection.com, as well as link up your information with Complete Family Medicine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.